Hello Aquarians and cross watchers, welcome to your video request. So this is a highly requested video about brand new love. So this is going to include someone who's coming in, all right, a new love that's coming in. It's also going to include a brand new love that's just started. If you've just started a new romance, okay, it could be anywhere from, you know, three to 6 months, okay, because depending on if you're going to be long-term with this person, this 6 months is like still new into meeting someone, but I feel more like 3 months. All right, I feel like if you've been dating someone for 3 months or someone who's about ready to come in, brand new love. Either way, brand new love, that's what this is about. It's a current new love or a new love that's about ready to pop in. That's what this reading is. It's a requested reading. All right, so anyway, guys, before I get into all that, I want to be the first to tell you that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you. The divine values you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If I'm talking fast, it's the cup of Joe here. Okay, my first cup of the day, but it gets me going. Anyways, I'm going to get into a prayer. We're going to see what wants to come out and take it from there. I have some love oracles, brand new love. I have 2 tarot decks, and I'm going to close out with the Moonology manifestations. I'm going to say a quick prayer and cleanse our energy. Our Father in heaven, I want to thank you for the many blessings you've given to myself and to everyone who's here. I also want to ask for protection for all of us and our loved ones to keep us safe from harm. I want to ask that please be with those and help those who are in the most need and suffering right now, and please help guide us to those that we can help who are in our circle, whether we're helping them in a small way or a large way. Please guide us to help those that we're able to help. Also, I want to ask for clarity. Please allow me permission to see what I can see in this reading so that I can deliver the highest, most divine messages. Thank you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Still short of light, so it might be a little bit darker. Haven't been out to get the light. So bear with me on that. Let's get into the oracle part. Show me what I need to see for this brand new love, power. Thank you. It says, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. So if you're afraid, or if things are going too fast, okay, hot and heavy or whatever, remember, you're the one in control. You have absolute power. You can guide what pace you go at. You're not on anyone else's timeline but your own. It is your journey, and you're allowed to choose who comes with you on that journey. As long as well as the ones who are also in your vicinity, they're also able to choose who you go, if you go on their journey. You know what I'm trying to say, vice versa here. So you have the power. You have the power to choose who you want to bring with you, just as anybody else has the power to choose for themselves. Show me what I need to see for this brand new love. So when I see power card, maybe you're afraid. A lot of people, I've read the comments, they're afraid of, I'm hearing that song. It's an old song from the late 80s, Once Bitten, Twice Shy. It was from the hair rock band groups, and once bitten, twice shy. You might be a little bit hesitant because of things you've gone through. Just remember, you can slow it down. Even if it feels good and you want to slow down, you don't have to cut off, but you can slow down. You can slow it, or you possibly can speed it up if you want to. All right, pay attention to the red flag. So when it comes to a new love, whether it's somebody you've just recently started, dating, or if it's a new love that's coming in, pay attention to the red flag. So instinctively, regardless of what's going on, your instincts are going to tell you. I heard fly off the chart. You're going to know if it's right for you or not. So pay attention to your instincts. Sit in silence if you need to. Close your eyes. Just, be in a moment with yourself, because you're being guided. There's a guide here, And there are signs. You'll see signs. You will definitely see signs if there's something that's not right when it comes to a new love, all right? You'll see the signs. Things will be familiar, okay? Especially if it's a repeat of a cycle. I've repeated a couple of cycles in my lifetime, and I noticed that the lessons come harder and faster. So if I meet somebody in my current timeline that I've dealt with a similar personality before, I notice the signs are there much quicker. So pay attention to that, especially if it feels oddly familiar to something you might have a negative memory with, okay? But if it feels oddly familiar to something you have a great experience with, you know, if you have someone that you loved and you lost them, all right, and it might be that kind of love, pay attention to that. Pay attention. We have home, comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter. So the new love, okay, you guys might want to just do a lot of things in, right? Might not want to go out. You guys might be homebodies, might like cooking meals at home, watching movies, Netflix and chill or whatever, and just, what's the number here? 83, which turns to 11. So, you know, something, and yellow. Yellow is solar plexus chakra. So you know, the new love and you guys might like to decorate your home, spend time at home doing things similar. If you're both homebodies, that's like, you know, you guys might have that in common. So we do have safety, belonging, shelter. Maybe it's also somebody you'll end up sharing a home with, I was just told. We have mystery, unknown, enigma, illusion, and confusing. And there's a pumpkin. So I'm drawn to the colors. You might have a new love coming in, you know, when the harvest is coming, when the leaves are changing, when people, if you celebrate Halloween, not everybody does, but times of the year where there's a harvest, where the pumpkins are blooming, wherever you live, something around that time period also. I'm drawn to the color. And we have anxiety, stress, depression, panic attacks, and restlessness. So somebody might be experiencing this. Also, a new person you meet, you might be feeling this over a new person. The person you meet might be experiencing this. So pay attention. That is also a red flag. That could also be, you know, cautioning yourself. Why am I feeling anxiety about this? What is it about this person that gives me anxiety? What is this person triggering? Is it triggering something from the past? Really going deep as to if you're feeling some sort of anxiety, panic attack type of stuff, ask yourself why. Now, I've experienced sweaty palms upon meeting somebody before, and that just, you know, you're really into that person, you really like that person, and those are more like symptoms like love, you know, new love. So pay attention to what you're feeling and why. Anything else? We have divine intervention, and we have romantic feelings. So I feel whatever is coming in is divine, all right? And whatever is leaving or has left was also divine, because this is serendipity, catalyst, supernatural, and karma. And that's what I said. If somebody's entering your life and they cause some sort of anxiety, you know, ask yourself why. Just go deep. Why? And divine intervention. So I do feel that someone is being sent to you from the divine. And, you know, because it's serendipity, like it will just happen. When it just happens, you know, even if you don't leave home, it just happens. But I'm more drawn to the colors when it comes to that, and the times of harvest, and falling in love, affection, happiness, emotions, romantic feelings. So someone is being divinely sent to you, all right? Pay attention, because sometimes you'll have more than one choice. I've noticed in my own life as a younger woman, I always had a choice. There was a right choice and a wrong choice for myself. But I know people say there's never a wrong choice. Yeah, because that means you're going to repeat another cycle if you make the wrong choice. And if you didn't learn the lesson the first time, you'll repeat it. So technically not a wrong choice if you weren't ready. But in the long run, realizing, yeah, I shouldn't have taken that choice. So pay attention to that. You might have two options. and one being divine, meant for you, divinely sent, and the other one might set off some red flags for you, okay? Pay attention to that. So let's get into the tarot. New and brand new love. Brand new love. Brand new love for Aquarius. If you're a cross watcher watching for an Aquarius, someone you've just started dating, pay attention here. Might be for you. Roles could be reversed. Show me what I need to see for brand new love. A love that's just started recently, or a love that's coming in, possibly during the season of harvest. Okay, we got a lot. All right. Got 8 of Earth on the bottom. That's 8 of Pentacles. I like that, but let me see what I'm supposed to do here. Wow, the whole thing. The whole thing. All right, I guess we're clarifying. Bottom of the deck, though, is 8 of Earth, and that's about where your focus is at. What are you focused on? Sometimes, oh, that one fell, so we're going to keep it too. For me, when they fall, they're important. So we have 5 of Pentacles. This 5 of Pentacles it's a card of lack, all right? It's a card of lack. So if I had to match it with some energy, I'd match it with this, all right? Because sometimes when we're afraid of repeating a cycle, even though it's a brand new person, we're aware, we have enough awareness to know that we attract what frequency we're on. So there could be something to that. But I feel that it's more something to be aware of rather than to operate out of. Like, don't operate out of fear. Give someone a decent chance. They're going to reveal themselves. Most people reveal themselves within a few months, okay? And most people don't move in before 3 months. They don't move in together. So pay attention to that. Really get to know the person within the time frame that you're given when you guys are dating or whatever. All right. So we do have focus and 8 of Earth, whatever you're doing. Sometimes it's work, so pay attention. You might meet somebody at work or a project or whatever it is that you focus on. We have another card. Wow. I don't know where this card came from, guys, but I guess I just left it here when I picked up the deck, but it's 8 of Fire, so I'm going to leave that here as well. Might be somebody you meet through travel, through work. It didn't come out, so I'm not going to focus on it. All right, I'm going to use the Heavenly Tarot, Heavenly Bloom Tarot deck to clarify. First card out is the Empress, and the Empress attracts, okay? The Empress attracts whatever the Empress wants. She attracts love, fertility, abundance, suitors, money, whatever. The Empress attracts. The Empress is the technically queen of all queens, but the Empress can also be a man. This is where it gets confusing for some people, but the Empress can be a man because it's yin energy, which is not, yin energy is energy, not attached to a physical body at all. So that's what I try to get across. Yin and yang are energies that are not attached to physical bodies. But the yin energy, the Empress, attracts all things loving and kind. Also, it's a card of Venus. Venus affects Aquarius in some way. And this card can also be associated with the signs of Taurus and Libra. All right. We have the 3 of Swords. It landed on the 8 of Air. So what this tells me is you're attracting new love, no doubt about it. But there's a hint of fear when it comes to something that happened to you in the past that is still on your mind. So keep that as awareness because there's pain to it. There's pain to it. And if it involves meeting a person and you like them, but they're triggering something within you, pay attention to that. Pay attention, because that could be a red flag. Like, why is this person triggering this in me? Just keep that in mind, all right? So the Empress, you are attracting. You're attracting a lot of things, and whatever it is on your mind, you're attracting in a positive way. And I feel like you're attracting more than one person. I do feel like you're attracting more than one opportunity, but it's like when the opportunity or something is here, there's a little bit of fear, I'm hearing the word hesitance because of an attachment to something that's on your mind that happened in the past, but it's very painful to your heart. Tell me about release. It's a card of, I think this is Scorpio. Yeah, it's the Death card. This is what it looks like. It's a transformation, but it's release. It's also in the reverse. So this is something that might be freeing for you. You might be going through a transformation of releasing the past so that you can have this happy future with this person who has just entered or who is about to enter. Two of Laurels, right. So you're moving beyond thinking about this. If you've already met this person, you're moving beyond the thought of bringing the baggage. There's an awareness of wanting yourself to be happy, being aware of the past, but also not letting the past stop you. So it's like saying, I'm going to stop comparing, because the Two of Pentacles can be a comparison card, comparing the current love to the old love. Or if there's a love that's coming in, because this is brand new love, so this is also going to be brand new love that could be coming in around the time of harvest, whenever you see things like pumpkins and squash and things like that harvest in your area. If that is the case, try not to compare apples to oranges, because even if you are on some sort of trajectory where you're repeating a past cycle, it's still a brand new person. If you give yourself a few months to date them, on some level they're going to reveal themselves and you'll see the flags, so just be aware of that. So what I would say, if it's a brand new love or a love that's coming in soon, don't compare them to others. Don't compare apples to oranges, because that's something that needs to change. That's the fear that needs to go, because that's the little monster that's hiding in the closet, ready to come out when you're happy and you're enjoying the person and you're enjoying the experiences. That's the little monster that's like, but wait a second, they might be like the last one, or the last one did this and this one did this. But you know, people have habits, so just pay attention. Not everything that a person does in a current situation that a last person did will mean that they're toxic. It depends on what they're doing, right? Like, you know, maybe there's a person who likes to go out with you or be a homebody, but maybe they like to have a couple of drinks, but they don't like to get drunk. But maybe the last one liked to get drunk, and you're like, oh, is this person going to be like the last person? But maybe they're not. Maybe they just literally just want like a glass of wine or just a beer, but they don't go all blown out like the last one. Something like that. Don't compare apples to oranges. You're going to know in time. The red flags will reveal themselves for the brand new love, so don't worry about it. Just give yourself a few months, and usually people reveal themselves within a few months. You'll have your first argument if you do or not, and if you don't, chances are, you know, you got a pretty calm person, possibly somebody who's Libra, a very even temperament person. Also Taurus are very cool. Not everybody is a hothead, you know. Tell me about Five of Water. Now that is a card of fire. Disappointment, regret, and forgiveness. So I feel like even though this is a new love reading, brand new love, there's too much of the past attached to this, and somebody's fear. Somebody has too much attachment and sadness over a loss of a connection. It was painful. I mean, I literally, here in a row, I got the Eight of Air, Three of Swords, Five of Water. There's a lot of emotions, stress, thoughts about this person from the past, okay? And it's somehow being tied into the brand new love, or the current, you know, the current love that you just got into, or the love that's coming in. There's something that could be attaching, and it's called baggage. It's really about baggage here. Try to release that and give the person a brand new shot without any sort of comparison, because like I said, they'll get revealed. We have the Chariot reverse and the Two of Swords, and this is like, the whole thing is, even though new love, brand new love is something that's been manifested, you know, who's new coming into my life, or this brand new love that I'm dating, there's hesitance. There's hesitance all around this because of a past love that was painful, because of something that didn't work out. So just be aware, that is a red flag right there. If you're experiencing any sort of hesitation with a person you've just started, you know, recently dating within the last few months, or someone that's coming in here soon, pay attention. You might really like them, but be very hesitant because you might be afraid of the past repeating itself. So don't create that. Remember, you have the power here. You can create what you want. Don't allow fear to be your creator. Tell me about the Eight of Air. Three of Wands. This is like a foreshadowing. This is like somebody who's already predicting the same thing is going to happen in the future that has already happened in the past. This is a person who's creating out of fear, and it could happen. This type of thinking needs to be abandoned. This type of thinking needs to be let go of, because there's enough emotion brought into this to manifest it. So stop. Whoever might be on that negative thinking pattern of, I'm always end up with this kind of person, or meeting someone that is brand new and really liking them, but being afraid that it's going to end up like the last person because you really like the last person too. Don't feed into that. It's here. Don't feed into that. Don't expect this to be the same way as the past. Especially if you were always especially if your past person was somebody that you might have had arguments, disagreements with, okay? Power struggles. Because the Power card is here. Remember, you are in control. So this isn't about meeting somebody who's going to have power or authority over you or create drama. All right, so there's that. I understand you don't want someone like the past, but don't think of that person from the past so much to where you bring another person like that in the future. Remember, think positive, positive, positive. When it comes to your current love that that's brand new, or a new person coming in, think positive, positive, positive. This person's going to be great. This is the person that, I've always wanted to be with. This is a person, that, we all get along, friends, family, like we all get along. Think of that. Think of the type of qualities you want. Don't think of anything about the past when it comes to the new person. And I think I've channeled this in another reading that was a divinely guided reading, not even a video request. So I feel like this message has come out for another reading. Tell me about King of Fire. This is like going for it. It's Leo energy, but it's like I'm going for it, I'm going to go for it. So let's see. We also had Cancer, if I forgot to name that off, but don't worry about the signs. These are energies. We can all embody energy. So overall energy, you are going to change as far as how you think about other people who are coming into your life. New love. Or if it's someone, like I said, that you're currently dating that's brand new, or someone who is brand new coming in, you are going to overall change and go for it, because I feel like you're already aware. You have enough of your own self-awareness to be like, I'm not going to allow this to slow me down. It could be somebody who has fire or Scorpio in their chart, or Mars or something like that. But you are going to change. Whoever relates to this, you are going to change. So even if you're a cross watcher who just has a brand new love with an Aquarian, but you've been burned before, you're going to change. You're not going to allow that to sabotage you. So I like that. I don't see a sabotage card, but I can already see there was a lot of the past, fear from the past. But you are in the right energy to attract. So I do want that to be aware. That's the first card out. You're in the right energy. You're attracting what you want. That means love, money, relationships, whatever. Even children, if you can have that. But if you are attracting, you can be attracting pets. You're attracting everything right now. So it probably wouldn't take you a long time to bring in what you want. Just don't attach the fear to it. But I see that up here, the goal is not to. The goal is to just be a changed person and go for it. And I like that. But in the near future, we have the Chariot reverse. So it's like, why? Chariot is reversed twice. And that means maybe divine intervention. Chariot is from the universe. It's a Cancer energy. It's yin and yang. And it's divine intervention. I want to see what this Chariot was. Or is. Doesn't mean that it's bad because it's reverse. King of Wands. Okay. So, like I said, if you've been with... You do have a new beginning. If this person is anything like a person from the past, because the King of Wands is reversed here, it's up right here. Does not have to be a Leo, Aries, Sag person. It could be, but we have Aquarius here, the Fool in the upright. Okay, taking that new journey. This is the thing. It looks like you're going to take the new journey, and if they display any kind of qualities of the past person that are significant, like cheating, wanting to, you know, it's really weird. It's like you'll know. You'll know. That's what came out in one of these. You'll know. Because nowadays, if someone's going to cheat, it's very easy to cheat. All right. But there's something that you might do. You might check to see if they have dating profiles. You might, without going across to the point of being obsessive about it, because nobody in this life wants a babysitter. I mean, I know I don't. If I got to be with somebody who's watching me 24/7, I'd much rather be alone. And I think a lot of you are like that. And there is a situation that maybe in the past, it shows that you were maybe in a relationship that could have been a little bit controlling, or there could have been some, you know, drama and stuff like that involved. And if that's the case, you're going to recognize it. If you see that they display anything like that in the new beginning, you're going to release it. You're going to stop it. All right. You're not going to allow yourself to go down that road, because literally a chariot, it's a vessel going down the road, going on a path, like your body, your soul are going down a path, and you will stop it if you see anything, red flags. Okay. So that's important to know. I don't know. Maybe before you would give something more time. You would lend something more time. If something didn't seem right, you'd give it more time or make an excuse for it. That's a thing in the past. With this new love, if they display any of that, you won't do that. You won't go down the same path. You'll cut it off right away. You're not going to waste your time. So, self-energy looks like I'm going to go out on that date, but I'm going to take it most likely slow. And I'm not saying that there's not a Knight of Pentacles here, because this is what I heard with this card. Knight of Fire, Sagittarius energy, but it's also an energy of let's date, okay? Let's just date. Not really commit to anything right now. That is the energy that this that you may want to be in with this new love. When this new love comes in, you may just want to date them. Nothing to do with marriage, because the environment is the Emperor reverse, which the Emperor can be a commitment. The Emperor can be your spouse, the one you get married to. You may be attracting somebody who wants to marry you because you're in the upright. You're the one they want to marry, whether you're a man or woman, the yin energy. The nurturer. Somebody wants to marry the nurturer, but it looks like you're like, well, I think let's just date and just see where it goes. I'm not in a hurry to get married. This is what I see right here. So let's clarify. Tell me about the Knight of Fire. Yeah, time. Let's give it time. Seven of Laurels, a Seven of Pentacles. So I do like that you're in the energy of you're going to just take your time with this. You're not in a hurry to get married, and you may never want to get married again. You may just want to have a nice loving relationship with no labels, just a nice loving relationship. You do things together, you spend time together. Maybe just date. Maybe we'll just date and we'll see where it goes. So you're not in a hurry. This is divine timing. It's not in a hurry. It's like, if it's meant to be, it will be. And the environment is like, I'm not looking for a spouse. I just want to, see where it goes. So let's see here. The Emperor. Perfect. The Emperor reverse by the Emperor reverse, and the Knight of Laurels. So I feel, for whoever this resonates with, there may be someone who comes in, maybe somebody wants to get, rush it along faster along the way. Maybe it's somebody who has fire in their chart. Sometimes fire energy, fire likes to move. Okay, fire moves. So if there's somebody with fire in their chart coming in your way, you may want to just take your time with it because of the past. You don't want to get hooked up in that, because you might, it definitely left a mark. I mean, the Five of Water, the Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords, it left a mark. Okay, it left a mark, and you're not in a hurry for that. We have Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Virgo with this. So you're definitely not in a hurry. That's what it looks like here, but somebody might be in a hurry with you, and that might be a red flag. If somebody appears to be pushy or in a hurry, because like if they're fire, fire just is very direct. What I've noticed with fire signs in my own life, fire is very direct. Fire is point A to point B. Don't beat around the bush. Just, are we going somewhere? Are we not going somewhere? And sometimes fire signs can be taken as pushy, but they're just very direct. You know what you're getting with the fire sign. You don't have to sit there and figure it out. You know what you're getting. So that might seem like a red flag. It might remind somebody of somebody else who was dramatic or pushy, but it might just literally be someone's dealing with a fire sign. And fire signs are just direct. They're just direct. It's not a bad energy. That's just natural to them. Very direct. So that's something to consider, who you're dealing with. All right, let's go into the hope and the fear. Three of Wands reverse. And Three of Pentacles upright. You might not expect to see this person. This is a person you've manifested, but you might meet this person not expecting to meet them. You could meet them at work, or like I said, a project, because we do have the Eight of Earth. Now we have the Three of Pentacles. They're both Pentacles. You might meet them at work. You might move into a new community, or a small community, or a place where small groups frequent, like these people are in a church and stuff like that. So you might meet this person where their small groups are at, small communities, or literal work, and you won't expect it. So just keep that in mind. So it's very organic in the way that you meet this person. It's not forced. So that's another thing to consider when you date them. Like, how did we meet? Was it organically? Was it forced? Was I on a dating site forcing myself to meet someone? But it seems like it happens very organically, which is also good. That's a sign of the divine. All right. Tell me about Queen of Air. We're ending off with Queen of Air reverse on this brand new love. And I don't know if it's because, sorry if I didn't mean to scratch the table. I don't know if it's because of fear that hasn't been able to be let go of. I don't know if it's because somebody really feels there's too much similarities to a past person. So let me see. Queen of Air, Ace of Laurels. So there may be a brand new love that you've just recently started, or that may come in, and it does suggest that you don't want a relationship, at least not off the bat. Remember, it's brand new. So consider that. It doesn't mean that you won't want a relationship with them at all. This is a brand new love reading. So it's like saying, this is brand new. I'm not looking for a relationship. I just want to date and take my time. That's what this is saying in this reading. A person that you meet, you may just want to date, take your time. Or if this is someone you've just recently started, you may want to just take your time and date. You're not you're not wanting a relationship. Maybe you've made that very clear, but it does look like somebody else will want a relationship with you because you are attracting someone who wants to marry you, have a long term with you, but because of what you've been through, you're not looking for that at the time of this reading. You're not looking for that in a brand new love. This isn't going to be one of those situations where love at first sight and you get married the first week and you just know it's the one. This is you're going to really use your discernment, your wisdom before you embark on this new journey. It has to grow more for you. You have the star reverse, which is Aquarius energy, and it's not satisfying enough for you to even want to do that. Page of Laurels, it's too small, it's too new. So for any of you who are in a brand new relationship or a brand new person coming in, it's just going to be too new. But it does look like somebody you'll want to date. But it does look like someone you want to take your time with. You want to make sure they're not like anything from the past. You want to make sure that you're not repeating past mistakes with like you have before. And like I said, if it stays small, you're going to leave it small. You're not going to build it up. In other words, if someone dates, they don't contribute a lot, they don't talk a lot, they don't, do much in that connection in the beginning, you're not going to feed it either. You won't feed it either. So you won't waste your time on that energy, and you're not in a hurry to get married. But it looks like they're dating, they're worthy of dating, and you're going to take it from there. If it grows, you're going to allow it to see if it can expand. But if it just doesn't take off much, you're just going to kind of leave it there. Let's get some advice. No, bonus card here. Bonus. Thank you. There's a few cards that came out. Bonus cards. New moon in Leo. You might be meeting a Leo. Full moon in Scorpio. You might be meeting a Scorpio. Last quarter moon in Pisces. Might be meeting a Pisces. It says talk less, feel more. But this is also one of those things that you're looking at also. Why don't they, why isn't this growing, or why don't they talk more? It's almost like sometimes you might feel they might be holding back. Assess the situation, and you're going to do that. So I don't want you to think of this as not a relationship you want to be in. Remember, this is brand new love. You don't want a relationship right off the bat with this person. You want to assess the situation, and this is a card of Virgo. And then we have be proud of yourself. And I think that you are going to be proud of yourself, because I think you've come a long way in relationships. I think that you probably, maybe in the past you kind of moved quicker, because air signs, we make fast decisions. You might have moved quicker to dismiss a person. You might have moved quicker to get involved with a person. It's different this time. You're really assessing things. You're really like, let's just take our time and date. Let's just see where it goes. I don't want a relationship right up front. You are different. You are approaching this brand new love differently. And it says new moon in Aquarius. Some of you might be dealing with another Aquarius, and this is open up to change. So, and be real. Full moon Aquarius, another Aquarian card. Just be real. Be real. And you're going to get what you want. You're the one who's in control. Okay. Anyway, this is your brand new love reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in your next reading, and namaste, my friends.